Hi friends, till now we have already studied about the characteristics of management, importance of management and management. Now today's topic is the functions of management. You all know that without performing the basic functions of management, we cannot success in any organizational task. So the functions of management are basically five and it has to be studied in sequence. The first function of management is planning. The second function of the management is organizing. The third function of the management is staffing. The fourth function is directing. And the fifth function is controlling. Without performing all these functions, no managerial task is possible to be completed. And here I would like to say planning is the very first function of management, but directing and controlling goes hand in hand with planning. Planning is that function of management which gives the answer to who, what, how, when, where. So basically all the beginnings is related to planning. Suppose there is one event has to be organized. So planning is basically performing the task and setting up of the objective. So my objective is completion of that event. This is my objective. Now, how that objective has to be done? What all things are required? How much financial and other physical resources I do have? In what time period it can be completed? How it can go on? Basically, all these things which comes in the mind before starting any task is planning. So understand, planning is setting up of the objective, then developing the premises means all the availability of resources and all, and how that work has to be done is included in planning. Once we have planned everything, now the second task is organizing. Organizing basically includes the departmentalization and division of work. Suppose for that task, that event has to be organized, who will do what and how many people will be there as per the expertise. So division of labor, then departmentalization is to be done, and how the execution of work has to be taken place. This is organizing. So organizing is what? The execution of work. The third thing comes is staffing. Now, staffing is in the sense of definition, sometimes it seems that staffing is also that the recruitment of the people or appointment of the people, but it is not like that. Organizing means departmentalization and division of work as per the expertise. Now, how many expertise we need and which expert will perform which type of job comes under staffing. So basically staffing is placing of right person at right place. So appointment of a right person at right place is staffing. So staffing let us know about by which source we have to appoint the people, how many people are to be appointed, who will, as per the expertise, who will do what. So it is all about the human resource management. We are managing the people. Which type of people, which knowledge of the people with several different knowledges will be placed where. This is what? This is staffing. Now planning, organizing and staffing is over. As I said, directing and controlling goes hand in hand with planning. For example, I have, as I said, that planning we have to make for some event. So for that event, somebody has to give the instructions. So directing is all about providing instructions, providing guidelines, motivating the people. And the basic difference is directing always goes from top level to bottom level. It means always the instructions can be passed by superior to subordinate. It cannot be from subordinate to superior. So all the superiors can provide instructions to their subordinates about the task, about the guidelines, about the execution of work. Sometimes motivation is needed. So everything comes under directing. Directing has four elements: supervision, leadership, motivation, and communication. And all these things are to be transferred from superior to subordinate. So this is what? This is directing. Now, The last but not the least is controlling. Controlling and planning has very much great combination. Like sometimes we say planning is forward looking and controlling is backward looking. Why controlling is backward looking? Because learning from the past experiences, we can set the do's and don'ts. So by now you might have got what the controlling is. Controlling is all about the do's and don'ts and setting up of the limits. For example, you are in a class. You are not allowed to talk. You have to sit at your own place. The cameras are watching you. You have to study hard. If not, then there are some authorities who are looking at you. So, fearing to that, you are doing the work. This is what the limits, and this is what the controlling. 20 minutes you have been provided for the races. Why? Because more than 20 minutes can reduce your study time. So that is what the controlling is. As directing goes from planning, organizing and staffing, controlling is also started with planning only. When we planned, we decide how much amount to be spent. How much amount to be spent means it is controlling. What to do, what not to do is controlling. You are organizing a function in a school. So you cannot take the vulgar songs, you cannot take the cheap songs because it is not allowed. This is the controlling element. The performance on the stage should go hand in hand with the school rules. This is what the controlling is. So controlling started with planning. Then in organizing also, we have to execute the people and we have to proper check what task has been given to them and whether are they doing or not. In staffing also controlling is required, that how many number of people we can take, for how many people we can compensate. So controlling is setting up of the limit, setting the performance. And suppose one example I would like to place. You have decided to get 95% of the marks in exam. This is planning. For that, daily 2 hours each subject you have to give. This is organizing. Which resource person can guide you is staffing. Directing is what instructions are to be given to you, you have to follow. And controlling is, if not, then when you are thinking of 95, if you are not following, it can reverse the number like 95 to 59. And if you take proper controlling limits in a positive way and work hard, then you can secure 95%. So this is all about the functions of management. Once again, I would like to remind you what are the functions of management. Management includes planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. So I hope you have understood. If not, if any problem, anytime you can communicate and get your problems solved. Thank you.